This is a little demonstration video on how to put back into a GS450T Suzuki motorcycle. It's battery, how to put the battery back in. This is in 1981. Over here I charged the battery through the night. Standard motorcycle 12-volt battery for this baby. The only wire that had to come off was here, which is the red positive. And this will go to the fuse on the bike, and this will go to the electric on the bike and get the bike hot. The other side is a negative wire. So inside these two terminals I still have my nut heads, which I don't want to lose. So when I move this battery, anytime I move it, I make sure I don't lose my screws in there. My nuts, rather. Pop this cover off. 3 little areas, 2 up top, 1 on the bottom. This is going to connect, and down here is where the power hooks up to the solenoid, starter solenoid. Alright, we're going to start over with putting the battery in here. We're outside now. Inside here on the positive side is the nut. This is the wire that needs to be connected that then brings your fuse out. You have to connect this first. Otherwise, if you just throw the battery in and think you're going to connect it afterwards, there's no way to reach this. So you have to make sure you put the positive cable back on. And when you're working with positive, you don't want this wire to be tapping around while you connect the negative one, or you could get sparks. So you kind of be conscious of how you're pushing this battery through and where this is coming out on the other end. Place this into the chamber where the battery goes. You're videotaping. Slide that back in. Careful not to lose the nuts. Now, don't go too far. Come on this side. And you'll see right here is this wire that I need. And it's fairly close to actually touching this starter, and it would have sparked. So now I just put the head so it's out of the way, and that's where I'm going to connect it in a minute. And we come back on the other side and connect negativity first. So the battery's actually in a great position. It's out about 1 inch. I've got clear view of both of my connectors there. Now I just need my screw and my bolt. Washer, you put a washer on the end right here. These 2 right on top, drop it in there. Okay, now I have my negative side connected to my battery. And all I have to do is hook up the positive. I'm going to put this cap back up as much as I can. I'm going to tuck this in. Careful with the wires. Bind it on the other side. Alright, that's out, ready to get connected. Back on this side, I take the cover cap for the battery. I get my drain wire for excess battery acids out of the way. Put this right on the bottom here. And then I hook up my drain hose, make sure that's in, and I know I don't need to be coming back to this side anymore, so I can go ahead and put this cover on. Oh, this is the other side. I've got the nut and screw placed. I just have to tighten down the nut head now. Sometimes that nut head can be a little touchy getting started. Don't want to over tighten. Just want to make nice, smooth turns until I feel it is tight. Oops. Try to get on there. So I do like quarter turns each time until I get to the point where it's tightening, which it is now. It looks like I get 1 more turn out of it, and then I'll be happy tight. Boom.
Easy now.
There we go, right there. Click. Alright, I cover that head back up with the cap. Take my fuse. Make sure I get a good connection. Sometimes if your bike just stops dead in the water for no reason you know of, the fuse pops. Got an extra one that sits right here with this. Go ahead and put the cover back on. Everything looks clear. No wire sticking out. This has a top, two tops in the middle. I line these up, give it a little pound, and then they pop right in. GS450T, 1981 Suzuki. How to reinstall the battery.